Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23, and it is today that we start my very first races online within the Live GP. Now, Live GP was, ironically, not live when I was doing my review, because of course I had early access and the servers etc. wasn't available, or there wasn't even any players to actually start the event. But this is the new feature in MotoGP 23, and it's all about racing online, which your rankings are affected by every single race. So this is effectively my debut race here online, and I gotta say, I had a fantastic time, and I think this feature is brilliant. I'll be looking to do more of these races very, very soon. So I'm going to show you my best qualifying lap. I'll be honest, I didn't really put in anything too particularly impressive. I had one lap or two laps which were decent, and then the rest I just either made a mistake or there was issues on the track. So we're going to do this very quick lap just to show you how I got on, and then we'll crack on with the race, because I can assure you the race is not to be missed. So into the final corner, we did get bumped a little bit by this rider going off the track. It was one of the KTMs. Couldn't quite see who it was actually. It looked like they were probably going quicker than I was, because I was rather tentative braking into Bacine for the first couple of times. But across the line we are going to improve, but it is not a particularly special lap. But now this is when things get interesting. This is your grid for the first ever DrAce Live GP, and I've got to be honest with you, I like this introduction screen here, but it does take forever. And unfortunately, I haven't used the right number, so I didn't use my shared version of the number 47, so it gave me a random number 15. So DrAce is rocking number 15 today, but a couple of riders on the grid. Keep an eye out for the German here in 5th. We're going to have a close battle with that man there. Shout out to Rainify there, the Slovenian. He's messaged me on Steam afterwards. He very much enjoyed racing with me, and I look forward to including him in more race in the future. So shout out to you, my friend. It was a pleasure to chat to you yesterday. But now, of course, it is time for the Mugello Grand Prix. So starting the debut race here in the Italian GP, we start from the front row from 3rd position. We wait for the red lights to disappear, and away we go. So aggressive on the acceleration. I'm dropping positions like a stone. That's not a great start on board the LCR Castrol Honda, but we'll see what we can do with the Honda. Let's see if we can tame the RC213V as someone's gone down there. I think it was Mike Pill who went down, and one of the KTMs behind. Just Depeche and Rainify behind us, but we got not a bad start. But look at that German in 5th. He went all the way from 5th to 2nd in the blink of an eye. Great start for the German. He got Ali Guido there as well, the Italian. I do believe he fought Jack Hammer in the World eSport League. I can't remember how you pronounce it. WRLD, the Euro Sport League. Yes, I've seen the videos. I watched Jack get the better of him in that particular championship. But we have gone deep into Casanova there and now into Savelli. But we do have 3 very fast riders ahead of us. Pellini, I believe, is quite high up on the leaderboards right now as I look on the screen. So he's, of course, leading this race. So I think he's going to be a very difficult man to beat on board the Aprilia RSGP. So my goal is to just try and get either 4th or get 3rd. Now, I realised in this one that no one chose any satellite teams apart from just Depeche behind us with the Gas. Is there balanced performance online? I gotta be honest with you, I didn't really look and I didn't really notice, but there has the German. He's gone wide. Kuchenworm BP has gone deep into Corentin, and we've taken over into 3rd place. Now, of course, he is probably a bit more braver than I am upon the brakes. I'm struggling at the minute with the confidence in the brakes. I'm still braking too early as the riders ahead of us are gonna dish some punishment out to each other and start battling away. But we come out to Bacine for the first time of asking. 8 laps in this one, so we've got 7 more to go as my friend Rainify has crashed further behind us. He's down there in 7th. As we cross the line, it's certainly nothing to be proud of right now. But now, it's been a while since I've done a proper MotoGP race, as it looks like Pellini has just gone off the circuit. He's gone worse than that. He's crashed out of the Grand Prix, or is he still going to be able to get back on the bike and fight? Probably is going to happen as we get our first track limit warning in this video. But as I mentioned, I have not done a MotoGP race since the Pecco Bagnaia versus Enea Bastianini race in my first ever gameplay. So I still need to balance the fuel, and that's what's in the corner of my eye right now. But what is coming up in the corner of the eye is the subscribe button. So of course, if you are enjoying the video and you're not yet subscribed, now is a great time to do so, because I'll be covering a lot more videos just like this. So if you're enjoying it, you might as well stick around for a lot more. So now the gap behind us as Ali Guido is definitely pulling away. There it comes, Kuchenverm up on the inside. There goes the Aprilia RSGP. You see, we're just struggling to bring on the power. Don't get me wrong, that's not just me. Everyone is having this issue at the moment, just getting used to the new controls and physics of MotoGP 23. It is difficult when you bring on the acceleration. The bike just wants to go straight. It just doesn't work. But then this is when I started to cross my mind as I get close to Polini there, just touching the rear of the Aprilia. Not intentional, I was just trying to brake as late as I possibly could, but you can see he's lining up the Yamaha. These two going tay-to-tay into this corner here. Oh my god, what the hell's that? What? What? Oh, what the hell was that? A collision from the pair of them. I thought I was just about to rub my hands together in glee, because I was about to be gifted a first podium here in the debut of the live GP race, but I have no idea what's happening. It seems to have bugged Kuchenberm's animation. He seems to be leaning on the bike weirdly. I mean, it seems to have fixed itself now. But here he goes again, leaning his head into a awkward manner. But into San Donato. My goodness, that was a very weird moment, wasn't it, coming out of Biondetti 2. And Ali Guido now has made a mistake already into turn 1, so now it's Polini who's gifted back the lead. Interesting race. This is a very interesting start. Everyone getting used to the physics and feedback of the controllers. Everything feels different. So everyone's kind of struggling at the moment. This is a very interesting couple of races. I'm looking forward to doing more like this where we're all beginners as such. And this has been fun. But I do need to know whether I made a mistake by choosing the LCR Honda, because I think it's only like 73% performance index. So compared to the factory Yamaha, the KTM, and even the Aprilia RSGP there, they're much higher than the LCR Castrol Honda. So did I make a mistake? And is this race beginning to get away from me? Mike Pills had his second crash of today, as Sue has just left the session. I didn't even see him in the session, so possibly he was spectating. So now coming out to the left-hand side, qualifying times were significantly better, of course, makes sense. In the heat of battle, in the moments of... I still get nervous, I won't lie to you, when I do online races. I don't know what it is. I think I'm so used to playing on my own and just doing single-player stuff, that when I go online there's a certain tenseness, a certain tension and a feeling of just being a little bit apprehensive of what's going to happen. Am I going to get taken out online? Am I going to upset somebody? Who knows what's going to happen, but so far not too bad. I'm very much enjoying the live GP. So we're just approaching 50% of this race. So wet flags, I don't know, do they have variable weather on this? Do they have variable weather in the online sessions? Could we have a flag-to-flag situation here in the wonderful Tuscan Hills of Mugello? Certainly doesn't look like it, with a wonderful bright and blue sky above the riders for now. But as you can see here, dropping down to power setting 2, we're actually closing in on the German. The number 39, a couple of positions away from us, rocking the Louis Salom number, of course. Rest in peace to the late great Louis Salom. But now to the right hand side for Borgo San Lorenzo. We'll bring on the acceleration and dive into the right for the tightest part of Casanova. Not quite close enough as we now dive to the left for Savelli. We appear to be closing in, and ironically, we're actually closing in now since I've dropped it down to power setting 2. So either the ride ahead of us has gone down to power setting 1, or we just get significantly quicker. And I would like to say it's the latter, because you can see in the top right hand corner of your screen, the graphic depicts that we are improving by a whole second on this lap. This should be a decent one. We come out to Palagio for turn 11, and we're still in pursuit of the Yamaha. I am not letting this one go. He cannot be this close to a podium without having a lunge at least once or twice. So, ladies and gentlemen, steel yourself, because this is going to get close and tense. So just keep an eye on the action as we go into the slipstream once more of the Yamaha. Can we attack? Oh, massive contact. It's not what I was looking to do. Apologies to the German. Just trying to find the limit. I certainly found it, and it was in the rear Michelin of the German ahead of us. Into the slipstream we'll go then, and hopefully going into San Donato we can take advantage of some slipstream into the hardest braking zone and possibly in MotoGP, as Ali Guido has gone down in second. Kuchenworm has gone wide. Can I sneak it up on the inside? It's not quite close enough. Trying to creep up on him like the subscribe button did then in the bottom right hand corner. Back over to the right for Poggio Secco. I'm trying to squeeze through. I feel like I've got a lot more power and a lot more speed than him right now, but into Materassi. Oh, wow. Beautiful I can't say it. Beautiful block pass from the German in third place. So P3 back over to the Yamaha. Back into Cervelli for us, in a moment's time. Here we are. Can we have a lunge again? Scarpa is a good chance. Into Arrabbiata 1. Gentle up on the acceleration here, Doctor, because you won't want to try and mess this up. Or into the right-hand side. Arrabbiata 2 have gone for a lunge! Oh! Ho, ho! That was unintentional. I was just trying to get onto the back of him. But because of me bringing on the power so quickly, then it just threw me through him. I do apologise. That was not a lunge I was actually planning on doing. I kind of made a mistake. I went into that one too quickly, and somehow we came out of that one smelling of roses. That's all right. That'll do. I hope there's no hard feeling to the number 39 behind. There was nothing egregious on my part. I certainly didn't have intention of bumping him, and I certainly didn't want to overtake into Arrabbiata 2. That's not a place you overtake in. Not really, and we made it stick, so there you go. Good awareness from the German as well, though, to witness that I was coming through and just let off the acceleration so we didn't both clatter into each other. But across the line, that is another improvement. Down to power setting 1, though, because that fuel is looking ominous. Minus 0.3, minus 0.2. Do we have to stay on power setting 1 for the rest of this race? Has the German outsmarted me here? Maybe his plan was to drop down to 1 and wait for me to burn up my tyres or the fuel. Have I walked into a trap here? I don't really know. I guess we'll find out sooner enough, because there is less than 3 laps to go here in the Tuscan Hills of Mugello. Borgo San Lorenzo has been tackled by us, and look at us, 7/10 quicker into that split. It's not going to be possible to catch up to Ali Guido, but my goodness, that would be impressive if we could even get closer to him. The gap around 3 seconds, and God knows what the gap is to Polino ahead. He is there, though. He's a blip in the distance. You can see him on the graphic in the bottom left-hand corner, but he's certainly not in our foreseeable future. Back down upon the brakes as Folk retires from the session. Into Scarpa and across now to the left-hand side. Pelagio for turn 11. Looking quite smooth, if I do say so myself. Not able to pull away from Kuchenworm as, my friend Rainify has gone down. Our Slovenian ace has come down, unfortunately. He's back in the points there in 7th place, though. As we now get a couple of change directions from Biondetti 1 to Biondetti 2. Quite eager upon the acceleration there, just sliding the rear tyre. As for some reason, it's only just brought to my attention, but I've left the anti-wheelie on at 5. That's not usually what I want to do. I prefer it on 4, and I guess hindsight's a wonderful thing, but who knows what could have happened. Maybe 5 was the way to go this time around. So I would probably gauge here on the penultimate lap, we can change over to power setting 2 now. That's a 3rd lap in succession, or 4th lap in succession of an improvement. Good, solid improvement, and it was the lower fuel settings that helped me do that. Much, much better than power setting 3. Into the left-hand side for Luco. 0.5 of a second is the gap to the number 39. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not over yet. Just keep on watching. Who knows what's going to happen as we go into Materassi and then into the right for Borgo San Lorenzo. But ladies and gentlemen, in our first race, in our debut here in the live GP, we're looking for a podium. We've had a front row. We could have a first podium. That's very special to do it in your first live GP. Not racing with the people I usually race with either, which is of course a bit of a testament to myself really, because I'm so used to riding with the experienced players in Ride 4 and the aces in MotoGP and other games as well. I guess it's a nice change to give the other riders a chance. But at the same time, I don't know their tendencies. I don't know how they feel. Are they aggressive? Are they gentle? Am I the aggressive one? Am I the villain in the story here today? Is Kuchenworm looking for his first podium? Have I just come on and ruined the fun? Or is he about to ruin mine? I guess there's so many questions, and I guess we'll find out. Because that is a mistake coming out of Biondetti 2. And I think we're finding the answers. Coming into Bacchini, my advantage of a steady 0.5 of a second is dwindling. I'm not looking to have enough fuel to go into power setting 3 for the rest of this race. It's just on par. We might have to drop to 1 for a few corners and then back into power setting 2. Strategy is a thing here in MotoGP 23 as my first time. Oh, downshifting to first is never a good thing here in MotoGP 23. That has cost us that whole moment. I thought I'd lost it there. I really felt like losing it, and as we went wide there for Luco and now into Poggio Secco, that gives the Yamaha a second wind. Is he going to attack into Matarasi? No, he's been good here. Tight to the apex of 4, not coming through there, mate. Doesn't matter about the door being open, he's barged his way through into Borgo San Lorenzo, and now I'm on the back foot. Into Casanova, I wanted to change direction, but come on, I'm not able to do that yet, and I'm still bumping him, giving a little bit of a nudge, a love tap from the doctor. As we go into Arrabbiata 1. Can I do it again in Arrabbiata 2? Surely not. I'm going to have to try it though. Why not let it fly? Oh! Done him again! Oh no, never mind. It's not over yet. Into the right-hand side. Oh, it's not over yet. No, it is not. Into Scarperia. Kuchenworm is coming through. The German back again! Goodness me! We're still at it. The Yamaha and the Honda. We've seen it before. Who is going to do this one? Who's going to get... Then we fight back into Corantaio. It's Lorenzo Marquez-esque here in Mugello. Oh my goodness, the nerves are back again. What a race. 0.2 of a second separates the German and myself. Have we done enough? I've got a little bit of fuel just to push from Boccini to San Donato, and I think we've got the job done. What a race! My first podium here in the live GP. Well, that was a bit tense. Oh, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. That was just nerve-wracking. But I did get my first ever podium in the debut live GP race for me. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more live GP races, comment live GP down below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.